Hello, Alameda! I never thought that whenever I was growing up with you all that I would one day be one of the missionaries reporting back. But God tends to work in mysterious ways. I can't thank you all enough for your love and support and all the other ways that you've helped us to get here to New Zealand. And now we'd just like to share with you a little bit about our new home here in New Zealand.
We don't live in a grass hut, and we haven't had to learn another language, unless you include saying things like jumper instead of sweater and weighing ourselves in kilograms instead of pounds. New Zealand is a Commonwealth country on the southeast side of Australia, meaning Elizabeth is the Queen, but the government here is independent. It's made up of two large islands, the North and the South. 4 million people call New Zealand home, as well as 30 million sheep.
The city of Dunedin is old, full of historical buildings and a bustling city center. It's also home to New Zealand's oldest university, the Otago University. Of the 127,000 people that live in Dunedin, 20,000 of them are students. Dunedin has higher unemployment, lower median income, and a higher proportion of immigrants than most of New Zealand as a whole. Combine that with a generation that has grown up in broken homes with new political reforms like outlawed spanking or a lower drinking age, and you find yourself in a city full of lost and dissatisfied souls with no clear direction.
The general attitude towards religion is one of disillusionment. The great cathedrals are viewed as tourist attractions, and the foreclosure of another church building is a common headline. People have no need or time for God, and generally forget about Him in the midst of their busy lives. Last year, there were only 3 known churches of Christ on the South Island. This year, there are only 2. Of those 2, Dunedin is the largest. On a good Sunday, we number about 30 people.
So what's the good news in all of this? About 1/3 of that number are new and regular visitors. Despite all the obvious obstacles, Dunedin Church of Christ is growing. We have just purchased a new building in the suburban, family-based region of South Dunedin, and the possibilities for outreach have expanded dramatically. There are so many lost souls here. There are so many people searching for something, but they have yet to discover who it is they are seeking.
There is an enormous harvest here, but the workers are few. As missionaries, we can't thank you enough for the commitment you have made to support the church overseas. Because God worked through your contribution and your interest, the Dunedin Church of Christ exists and is growing.
Please continue to pray for us here. Pray that we can be a shining light set on a hill, and that the Dunedin Church of Christ can continue to grow through God's help.